Hey everybody, it's Mo and welcome back to One Mo Kidney. In today's video, this topic was inspired by actually a close friend of mine reaching out to me about a month ago. And he posed this question to me. He said, Muhammad, I don't understand. How do you stick to the grind? How do you avoid this burnout? How do you stay motivated in life? And I've never been asked that before, so I don't know if I've ever really thought deeply about it. I gave the best advice I could. I said, wait a second, let me come back, think about it more, and come back to you with maybe some more coherent thoughts. But honestly, my advice stayed pretty similar, and I think it's worth talking about. So I decided to make a video about it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what I told him was, the stuff I'm learning, if anyone knows anything about medical school, the first 2 blocks of medical school, it's hard to be motivated to learn those things specifically, like nucleotide metabolism, kind of give me a break. And so I told him, there's a lot of the stuff I'm doing right now it's actually I hate it, I don't like it, and it's tough and it's hard to learn, and of course it's discouraging. And I'm sure he was dealing with a lot of things in his life that it seemed like busy work and stuff, and yeah, of course that's discouraging. What I told him was, though, that I had these overall dreams that I'm working hard to get to, and that's the thing that's so motivating to me, and that's the thing that I kind of love about life. And I did my best to share this with him, is that we all have dreams, and I feel like we owe it to ourselves. Having only one life, maybe it's because I almost lost my life is why I'm so passionate about this, but having only one life, you owe it to yourself to chase those dreams. Whatever it is, do you want to be the best chef in the world? Go for it. Do you want to be an average chef? Go for it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to kill yourself being the best, but do you want to be a doctor like I want to be? Go for it. Do you want to be a streamer, a video game player, actor, a musician, anything? Those are all dreams that people have. And I just love that. And it kind of, I was telling him, it kind of reminds me of, maybe that's why there's certain anime characters and just characters in film and movies and TV shows that I gravitate towards. And one example is Asta. If anyone's watched Black Clover, there's this kid that comes from nothing, and he has no nothing special about him, if that makes sense. But he just works and works and works so hard to chase his dream of becoming, I haven't watched the show in a while, what is it, the Wizard King, I think what it's called. And I kind of relate to that so much. And I feel there's nothing honestly super special about me. I've never been the smartest, I've never been the best at sports, I've never been the best at a lot of things. What I have been able to do is just work hard. Okay. And then he's telling me yeah, I get that, but that's just okay. How do you stay motivated to work hard? And I understand that can be hard. There's so much in life that feels out of our control, and there's so much minutia, and there's so much headaches we deal with on a day-to-day basis. Yes, it's hard to make sense. So I kind of shared my personal story. I'm not going to go too in depth with it, but I was struggling with this a little bit early on in college. And I remember I was making the switch from business to pre-med, and I was just so upset with myself. I was doing badly in general chemistry, and I couldn't understand the subject. So I went to my mom, and I was almost on the verge of tears, to be honest. And I didn't understand, was I stupid for making this switch and this decision? And she sat me down and for the first time ever told me the story of my grandfather, who I was named after. Long story short, this man lived kind of a tragic life, but she was telling me he never ever had a chance in his life. He was, so poor, he wore rice bags on his feet, and people laughed at him while he was trying to make a better life for himself and his family. And when he finally got to the point where he was doing that, his life was tragically taken from him. And At this point, my mom's crying, I'm crying, and she told me, like, me and your father, we came to this country to give you guys a better life and give you that opportunity. And I'm like, bro, what am I doing? I have such a privilege. I'm so blessed to be here in America, to be, I want to say healthy, relatively healthy. I'm doing better, of course, but just the opportunities I have are like tremendous compared to even my mother, let alone my grandfather. My mother had to fight and claw her way just to be able to attend school. And she told me, like, Muhammad, all you have to do is study. Just read the books. Like, I know it's tough and I know you may not like it, but you don't, that's it. Just study. So that's kind of been like, when I get down, like, I'm just so motivated to study, if that makes any sense. And I know that sounds a little corny. So how this can deal and relate to anyone else out there struggling with any sort of lapse or lack of motivation. And I'm not blaming anyone, because I understand it happens. Like, this happened to someone really, really special to me and important in my life. And there's no blame to you. Life happens, and that's understandable. But I truly believe, at least in my heart, that we all have things and dreams and places we want to go to. Maybe we don't know exactly where it is long term. Like, I know what I'm working towards right now, but I don't only want to be a physician, if that makes sense. There's a lot more to life out there, and I want to chase those things in addition to that. Sure, I haven't figured that out yet, but like, I'm not gonna, destroy my psyche and brain worrying about that when right now I have so much to focus on. So find those dreams, and that dream can be, I dream to eat the best chicken sandwich this week. Go find that and chase that. But like, there can be daily things you want to achieve, like daily to-do lists. I count those as dreams. We all have things we want to chase for, and there are bigger dreams, like career-wise, family-wise, spiritual-wise, things we all, I think, kind of envision for ourselves. What's holding you back? Like, people might think something of you if you go for it. Well, I hate to break to you, no one's thinking of you at all. What I mean by that is, like, people aren't thinking of you as much as you may think they are. So go for it, chase it, do it, and hopefully you'll see yourself starting to progress. You'll see small increments made into achieving whatever it is you set out to achieve. And if maybe something happened along the way from keeping you from getting there, I've talked about this in another video, I think. Okay, so what? Maybe it wasn't meant to happen, but it maybe opened another door that you didn't even know was available to you. So yes, it's hard to stay motivated when maybe things aren't going your way as you envisioned it. But please, I guess, try not to lose hope. Please try and stay as consistent as possible, and just believe that things will work out, because they do. They honestly do. I'm here because so many things have had to work out, and I'll tell you what, there's a lot that has not gone to plan for me, and there's a lot that at the time I was so mad and frustrated and asking, like, why me? Why this? I gotta listen to my own advice and just relax. Take it day by day, and hopefully you'll start seeing things come to fruition and come together for you. So yeah, that's the video. Let me know what you think. If you agree, disagree, hey, we're all human. Let me know. What am I saying? Till next time, I'm gonna try and keep it up with this, because why not? Peace.